Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are carrying on with our rundown of all of the new missions for the Legendary Goku event, and today, as I'm sure you can see, we are doing Realm of Gods. So, let's see, my rotations are super split up, so I want this friend. I managed to find a rainbow AGL Zamasu, which is, I was kind of surprised, but I'm going to put him on rotation with Int Goku Black, who's on the next rotation. So we'll float off the rainbow one. And then I've got LR Vegito Blue, who obviously is going to infinitely stack very, very well by the end of the event. But I've also brought the two Super Saiyan Blue Awakenings that are global exclusive at the moment, as they are orb-changing Nukas that also infinitely stack their attack and defense. So I don't often like to run them on rotation together because they both change orbs, so they can end up kind of taking away one of the other one's orbs. But depending on how the attacks are laid out in the rotation, we're probably going to be all good. So like, this is a pretty good example for a bad start here because there's not a lot of physical orbs for Goku. But we're in turn, like, phase 1. So we're not going to take a load of damage. Then we got Gowasu and Zamasu. They give a huge defensive buff to the entire rotation. They can also dodge. They have a built-in 50% chance to dodge. So that'll be activated all the way up until the Int Ultra Instinct Goku. And then of course they'll have type advantage. So they won't be taking too much damage. They definitely could still take a fair bit of damage from him at the end. But most of the other members on our team, we have so many units that stack their defense, and then having Gowasu on the rotation, they're just not going to take any damage. So I guess we'll do this. Even though he's AGL for now, he's not going to do too much damage with in these first couple of turns, especially if we get off the 12 key super with Vegito Blue. So then yeah, we're going to end up with one of the Zamasu's floating. They can still defend fairly well by the time we get to Int Ultra Instinct Goku. We probably are going to have to use items once we get to that final stage. The fact they have type advantage over the STR is going to be a big help. But yeah, we'll probably end up using most of our items in the last phase. They do heal at the start of the turn as well, so we do get a fair bit of free healing back from the Zamasus. And then of course the two Super Saiyan Blues, once their defense starts getting insanely high, when they change the field into a whole load of orbs, they heal you so much. So we have quite a lot of built-in healing in the team, so I think we will be perfectly fine basically all the way up until Int Ultra Instinct Goku, and then we'll have to start playing it a little bit more cautiously. Obviously the Super Saiyan Blues rotation is going to be the main sort of damage dealing rotation, whereas this Rainbow Zamasu with Int Goku Black obviously infinitely stacks his defense, but he doesn't stack his attack, so he's not going to have like crazy high attack by the end. He's still going to tank incredibly well, but he's not going to be doing a lot of damage, so that rotation is not going to be dishing out anywhere near as much damage as the others. And yeah, we couldn't get many orbs there for Goku. The good thing about this event, the good thing about them on this event is, whilst they are Nukas, so their defense does rely on you picking up a lot of orbs, they also infinitely stack. So by the time you get near to the end, they'll have stacked up their natural defense so high that it won't matter so much if we can't pick up many orbs. Their defense will still be insanely high. Obviously in these early stages it's not as good, but type advantage for the super attack will take that. Obviously Goku Black takes quite a while to get going. He does increase his defense quite a lot each super attack though, and we are obviously going to see him transform in the next couple of turns. So we should be all good defensively on that rotation. Here we should be perfectly fine as well. Let's grab those for you. I want to make sure we don't get an Ultra Super with Vegito Blue. And then yeah, we'll get a Super for them as well, why not? So Gowasu and Zamasu, they do have part of their passive. They can gain extra ki and an attack boost, which is really useful in Super Battle Road, among other things, but it's only when facing an extreme enemy or targeting an extreme enemy. So obviously we're not going to have that go off at any point through the event. So I'm not too fussed about them super attacking so much, though. They don't do a huge amount of damage, but again, they're very useful in other modes because they can seal. But obviously Goku can't be sealed, I think, at all throughout since the start of the event. So as you can see, they're not not really going to be contributing a huge amount to the damage. And then if they don't dodge, they do get hit for a fair bit. But you saw there, we were probably around 80% health, and then we got the heals from the double Zamasu, and then we are all good. I think I'm going to put Goku Black in the front just in case there's a super attack there. And then we'll give you that, and give you those. So yeah, we obviously want Goku Black to super attack as much as possible as well. But we'll be able to see the difference here. So he's taking 12k, then he gets off his super attack, greatly raises his own defense. And then yeah, take 5,000. So just got to get it going with Goku Black. 1.7 for Zamasu is not bad. But again, like I say, this is not going to be the damage dealing rotation. At least he took him out there, but yeah, 350,000. I mean, it's going to be a little bit better against STR UI Goku, but yeah, they're not designed to hit super hard. Yeah, we'll do this. And we can get all of those. But yeah, because Vegito Blue builds up so quickly, he'll be perfectly fine off rotation. Because his defense can reach crazy levels fairly quickly. So, I mean, yeah, there you go. It took 37,000 from a super attack with type advantage. So, not bad. So 1.8 for the physical Goku. Yeah, Vegito Blue should be fine here. Maybe against the blue Goku, I would be a bit more... Oh, there you go. Especially when we get additional supers. I'm pretty sure he got one on the first turn he was on as well. So we definitely take those. And then, yeah, taking double digits despite the type disadvantage. So this team, obviously very powerful. There's a lot of good stacking units that you can bring. So this... I feel like this run, whilst it might not be the quickest due to the... sort of damage output on this rotation in particular, I don't think we should be in too much danger. So, and we can see potentially we can get the Dokkan attack next turn. I would prefer we take him out instead, but because then we've got the nukers. If we can get the Dokkan attack with one of them, that could be huge damage. But we don't want to. We don't want to have to use it on a Goku who's very close to being dead. But unfortunately, I don't know. Unless he crits, I don't think Goku Black can hit hard enough at this stage. No. Super attack. Wow, 132. Okay. Okay. Taking double digits with normals at least, but yeah, our orb changing Super Saiyan Blues will heal that right up at the start of the next turn, which means we probably can't avoid a Dokkan attack. I could try to, but I don't really see the point. We might as well just finish him off here. We'll get a full heal from the Dokkan attack, plus all of these orbs as well. So it's a bit of a shame to get it when we are so close to the end of the phase, but unfortunately the rotation linked too well as well to... just try and give everyone normals and see if we could get away with it, but it's alright. The good thing about getting it earlier on, I guess, is we can start building up, because obviously having the orb changing guys, you're picking up so many same type orbs every turn pretty much. You're going to build up that Dokkan bar fairly quickly, so we're going to get a second one a bit later on anyway, so I'm sure we'll be all good. Do this. Obviously I'm not going to transform Zamasu. Maybe like in the final rotation when he's we guarantee we're going to kill him that turn, then maybe we will, just to see if we can get the finishing blow with the huge corrupted fist. But Definitely not going to transform him before then, because he loses some of his damage mitigation, which is what we really need him to be showing off here. So super attack, we have got type advantage, we've built up our defense a few times. Yeah, 86, that's not too bad. The fact that we get so much of a free amount of healing from our Zamasus and the Nukas, like, we're never really going to be in danger from turn to turn, because even if we lose like half our health, we can build that back up fairly quickly. So like I said, I feel like our main item usage in this run is going to be when we get to Int UI Goku, because obviously we need to be a bit more careful, and that's when we'll start dropping like Icaruses and Whis, things like that. But for now, we should be all good. So, okay, so we need to put Goku first. And grab all of those. And then, yeah, Vegeta can grab these, and then we are basically at full health. So there we go. So from turn to turn, we can just heal up so much that we never really need to worry too much. And then, of course, wow, 2.6. These guys raise their attack and defense every time they super, on top of the orbs as well. So very quickly, we are going to have a quite large percentage of our team able to take next to no damage. So that's what's got me very confident about this run. Obviously I talked about this in the team building video, which is still up on the channel. It'll probably be one of the linked videos at the end of this. I decided to run double AGL Zamasus because UI Goku is quite a big liability, because it's very difficult. If you can get all the way to the end and have him not have transformed, then it might not be so bad. But because when he transforms, he basically loses all of his defense, and then when you go up against the Int UI Goku, he can't dodge, so he just takes so much damage. So even if you float him off, it's basically every 3 turns you have to be using some kind of damage reduction item, or he'll probably get you killed. So I think double Zamasus is the best idea. Obviously there are a couple of tech phases where we can potentially take a lot of damage, but he's got that damage mitigation built in, and then by the time we get to the end, he's still able to do reasonably well. Oof, look at that. Survive with the tiniest sliver of health. Then Goku Black gets the free level 5 dodge, and AGL Zamasu will finish the job here. I'm quite surprised I found a rainbow one though. I was going to try and bring the best one I could find, but I was certainly not expecting to see a rainbow one. I'm not sure if I would recommend a 55% Zamasu over like a rainbow UI Goku though, but like I say, the UI Goku himself is just very tricky to use correctly in this event. So who's got the highest natural defense at the moment? Yeah, Vegeta's slightly higher, plus he does have type advantage, so I will just give him those. Because if you're not picking up the same colour, they still do get their nuking bonus, it's just not as high. So if we can't pick up physical orbs for the Goku, we want to try and get him as many orbs as we can. And then we'll just give you those. So I still think Vegito Blue will be fine, even though he's been off rotation. The fact that he has the LR stats, plus how quickly he does raise his defense with each of his supers, he should be fine. Plus we've seen him get quite a few additional super attacks so far. So I think he should be okay. Obviously Vegeta was going to be fine, he's got type advantage, and then Goku should be okay. I think a super attack would probably still hurt Goku at this point, but he's definitely going to be okay defensively. Most of the units on our team are not going to take any damage from normal attacks, really. We do need to be a bit careful when we get to the STR UI Goku. Even though Gowasu and Zamasu are still able to dodge, it is a 50-50, and if they don't dodge, the Int UI Goku will hit them quite hard. So we do need to be careful there. I'm going to try and save all these greens up ready for Vegeta next turn, because Gowasu's not going to do much damage anyway, so there's not really, we don't need to worry if we're not getting him a super attack. But as you can see, Goku Black now at the 1.69, he does not stack his attack, so he's not going to be getting any higher than that. He is getting a lot of crits though. How good is his defense currently? Let's see. Wow, still over 100,000. Okay, but again, I mean, this is the good thing, right? As long as Goku can't kill us in one turn, we basically can't lose. So, because we just have so much healing, and then of course we do have items to fall back on as well. So, yeah, as long as he doesn't kill us in one turn, we just instantly recover. So we are going to be all good here. We're almost, I think we'll probably take him out. So we'll be at the STR UI Goku by the 20-minute mark. That'll be good. You see, I've had this happen before where you think, oh great, the whole field has changed to green, and then like Goku goes second and changes the whole field to orange. And you have to switch them around, but there we go, I'll give you those. We don't need to worry, as long as he's not being attacked, we don't need to worry about how many orbs we give him, because obviously his infinite stack applies to his flat, like basic attack and defense every turn anyway. We obviously want to pick up a lot of orbs if he's then got to take attacks afterwards, because we want his defense to be as high as possible in that one turn. But yeah, both of them able to dish out quite a bit of damage here. And then, unfortunately, Zamasu is lagging behind in the damage output department, but he's taking care of us defensively. He's probably still going to take a fair bit from normal attacks here. Wow, 39,000. Okay, well, this is my one, so my one has one dupe, whereas, of course, the friend is Rainbow, so significantly better. We'll put them that way around, so at least Vegito Blue can get the Super Saiyan Link. And then I think we should finish him off this turn. So, give you those. And we're already straight back up to being over 90% HP. So, definitely not in any immediate danger. Just need to be careful. STR UI Goku is going to be the first one where we need to sort of play strategically with item use, because we can't afford Gowasu and Zamasu to take loads of hits. If they're only taking one attack, I might not use an item just to see how much a normal attack will do to them, and then obviously we know for future rotations, if they're facing like 4 attacks, I'll know roughly how much damage we would take, and we'll know whether we need to use an item or not. But Goku getting quite super attack happy here. This is all because typical he survived with the smallest amount of health, so of course he super attacks Rose, and then we take him out. So very standard. Okay, so yeah, see, there's 3 attacks in the final spot, and if we don't dodge them and one of them's the super attack, that could be really bad. So who has the most defense at the moment? It's probably Vegeta. I feel like he's gone more, yeah. So we'll let him go first. Plus, of course, Goku is physical, so I definitely feel safer putting him against less attacks. And we will go ahead and use an Icarus here, because obviously, of course, there is the thing, we got to be careful of it, but we do still have that 50-50 chance. I mean, he could dodge all of these attacks, which would essentially make having used that Icarus a waste. Although I guess it does help out Zamasu on the next turn, so it's not the end of the world. But we are yeah, see, even with attack stats like that, like this is where the event starts to take longer, just because both versions of UI Goku at the end here have such high defense. They take such little damage from attacks. We'll take an additional super though, add more defense before we have to take this type disadvantage attack, and then yeah, we're still on double digits. Now this of course means he hasn't supered, so we'll see what happens here with Gowasu and Zamasu. Wow, 97 strong. Okay, so there's a dodge. Wow, 63k with an Icarus active. Okay. Right, so we definitely need to be very careful with them for this STR UI Goku phase, because if they take a super attack, they're going to take a lot of damage. So let's do this. We are going to get a Dokkan attack next turn. I do like that actually, because I feel like this is the phase we need to power through as quickly as possible, just because of the liability that is Gowasu and Zamasu. Vegeta's defense is going to be so high by the end that we don't really need to worry about the fact that he's got type disadvantage. So yeah, once we get to Int UI Goku, we'll be a lot safer than we are now. So yeah, Dokkan attack next turn. I guess we'll have to get it with Vegeta. Hopefully the orbs will be good, because obviously if we get it with the Goku, we're not going to do a huge amount of damage unless we get a crit. So we'll have to see how this orb field lines up for us. At least the Master able to do some reasonable damage now that he's got type advantage. So this shouldn't do a huge amount. Yeah, 23k, that's perfectly fine. Because we're about to get a bunch of orb healing here. Okay, yeah, so definitely Vegeta first. Okay, so we grab all of these greens. And then... oh yeah, perfect. We need, I was going to say, we need quite a few orbs for Goku to keep him protected. And then... I guess we'll just give you those. Might as well keep getting the 12 key super with Vegito Blue. I will do. Actually, I need to do a defense check on the Super Saiyan Blues. Actually, I'll try and remember to do that for the next rotation, and then we might as well check Goku Blacks as well. So, okay, not bad. I'm always happy if I only miss one using the mouse on the emulator. That's not too bad. So we'll take that. I mean, his attack stat is almost 3.5 million at this point. So if we could get a crit here as well, that would be very, very useful. 2.26. Still pretty good. That's going to easily put us to full health by the end of these attacks. Even if physical Goku gets super attacked, I feel. Yeah, because the normal attacks are still doing nothing to him. And normal attacks should still do nothing to Vegito Blue. But we're going to find out a super attack is definitely going to do more. Yeah, 137. He hasn't built up anywhere near enough to be able to tank super attacks. But hey, look, now we're on full health. Gowasu and Zamasu are taking one hit. If it's a super attack, it's not going to do 500,000 damage. So we are free to continue. Oh, I should have saved them greens, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's save the oranges, because we know Gowasu and Zamasu, even with their super attack here, they don't do any damage. So there's no point even worrying about getting them a super attack at this point. I think next turn we'll be able to take him out though. He hasn't really dodged anything yet though, so that's always a possibility. I sometimes forget the STR one can dodge, because he doesn't seem to do it anywhere near the rate that the Int UI Goku does. But we've been lucky. So I say that, watch him dodge like every attack on the next rotation or something. I do love this super attack though. So the LR Rose, like his super attacks are awesome, but like this one is so good. Oof. But yeah, if you saw my, if you're not following me on Twitter already, which you should, at the Master Ningen, I have a JP like side account that's free to play that I pretty much haven't touched since the 4 year. And I decided to recapture it onto my new phone because it was linked to my Facebook. So I had, with all the stones that they give out for free, I think I had around 250, which I did them all on the Gogeta banner. I didn't pull a copy of Gogeta, but I did pull 2 copies of the LR Cell, which is crazy considering I don't have them on global. Actually, yeah, let's pick up Goku's orbs first. And then yeah, I did 2 multis on the new LR banner and pulled LR Goku Black. So I feel like that's going to ruin my chances when he comes to global. But yeah, 300,000 and 250,000 respectively. That is very decent defense. Physical Goku will only be hurt by a super attack, and even then it shouldn't be too much. So we are all good here. Plus Vegeta. Okay, I was gonna say if either of them get crits, they'll finish him off. But come on, Goku, get a crit here. There we go. 1.5 mil basically. And there you go. So we've used 1 item so far, and we are at Int UI Goku on full health. So you have to feel like this is going pretty well. So, see, I kind of want to do this because then, or at least Rose gets the Super Saiyan link. See, Vegito Blue's already at higher defense than Goku Black, so he's perfectly fine. Zamasu, yeah, not the best. I feel like maybe we should do this then, just because it's a little bit safer. Actually, I might as well get the reds because we're not giving them to Vegito Blue. Actually, I'm going to have to use up these greens, aren't I? I'm trying to save them for Vegeta for next turn, but let's go ahead and get these ones. So yeah, we should be fine without an item here. I think the most damage we'll take is if Zamasu takes a super attack. But again, I feel like we're at this almost like deadlock now, where like if he super attacks Zamasu, we're not going to take 500,000 damage. So I think we're pretty much at the point where he cannot kill us in one turn. So we basically can't lose at this point. The only time I'll get concerned is if we have Zamasu and Gawasu in that final spot and there's like 6 attacks there or something. But see, we took a lot of damage on Goku Black, slightly more than I thought we would. But again, there's no way we die now this turn. We've still got 220,000 HP. And he's already super attacked. So we know Vegito Blue should still be taking double digits. For us to die, he'd have to be taking like 50k. So now obviously we did get close. And this is what I was saying though, is I feel like we can get close, but we can't die, basically. Come on, Goku, get all of those. Nah. Because yeah, we definitely want Goku in the first spot now. But at least there's quite a few. Quite a few. And that'll be a decent-ish heal. And then Vegeta will have to get all of those. And then they're not taking a hit, so yeah, this should be fine. I definitely want to say, because Princess Snake does give you damage mitigation, which is much more useful for when there's a super attack coming, I would rather use the Android 8 first. So yeah, these two are now going to be totally fine here. Nearing 3 million attack stat with the Goku. That is, these long events, like they are just, both of them are just so good here. Oh, an additional as well. That's a lot of damage. Oh, double crits. Look at that. 3 bars down just from Goku in the first slot there, going ham. Oh, and yes, he's going to get super attack. This should do next to nothing. Because our defense is so high. And we have type advantage, 132. Vegeta at 2.2 as well. That's good. He didn't pick up any tech orbs. That is pretty decent. But unfortunately, he is going to need crits now to actually be dealing damage to us, for us. And then Goku dodges the Gawasu and Zamasu. Saved himself from a ton of damage there. Okay, so we know Zamasu does take a little bit more damage than I thought he was going to at this point. So maybe I should go ahead and use an item here. Could use a Whis. If I use a Whis now, we basically will take no damage for 2 turns. Well, outside of like a Zamasu super attack again. Because everyone's defense is going to be so high. Gawasu just got floated off, so the next rotation should have Vegito Blue, I think. So with the Whis still active, none of them are going to take any damage. So yeah, we're kind of free to run wild here. Start dealing more damage to Goku. Oh, additional super. Definitely need crits though. Come on, Zamasu. You need to help out with this damage. Damage output. There you go. Million damage crit. We'll take that. I mean, the fact that that's not even half of one of his bars for like 1,000,000 damage. He just has so much HP. Oh, and he dodges Rose. Get an additional normal. And then my 69% Zamasu. Still over 1.5. That's not too bad. Hey, and he gets a crit as well. That's what we like to see. And an additional normal. See, they're trying. But yeah, of course he super attacks my Zamasu. So this is still actually going to hurt despite the Whis active. 100k? Oh, okay, 42. Okay, it's better than I thought. Because it took around 200, was it 250 something without the item active last time? So wasn't quite sure how that was going to play out. But thanks to our blue boys here, look at this. Boom, full health. And I guess we should probably keep getting 12 key supers for Vegito Blue. I do want to increase the damage output, but we obviously just want to make sure he's not taking damage. Plus, this Goku deals so much damage now. Oh, of course. I was going to say, in UI Goku making the smart play there and dodging the most powerful attack from both of our rotations is the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku's super. So, very cheeky. Maybe we will. Maybe from the next time he's on deck then we're going to have to start getting 18 key super attacks with Vegito Blue. Because he's taking double digits from normals. It's only a super attack that we'd really have to worry about anyway. So we should be all good. Now, how badly murdered will Zamasu and Gawasu get in the final spot here? We do have type advantage, and their defense is what? 50,000. Not great. In fact, you know what? Let's just pop another Icarus. Why not? I mean, this is kind of why I said at the start that we were going to use most of our items once we get to this point, and this is the time to start using them, because it should allow us to pretty much coast through this last part. As long as he doesn't keep dodging physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku's attack, because that's the one thing that's going to keep this dragging on longer than we would like it to, because he's going to be able to hit so hard with each of his super attacks. Like I said, he by far does the most damage of any of the attacks that we can let out on both our main rotations. So we definitely need him to actually start landing those hits. And there you go, Goku Black is now taking double digits from supers with the item active, so that's good. How much are these guys going to take here? So if they take double digits, then, okay, 15,000. So without the Icarus, we're probably still looking at around 50 to 60. So actually, that should be okay. If we're on full health, they're not as much of a liability as I was maybe concerned that they would be. So should be all good. As long as we stay within that region of can't be killed in one turn, then we just got this on lock. We just need to actually land our Kamehamehas, Goku. 3.34 million. Hey, there you go. Yeah, 2.6 million damage. And then an additional normal. A normal attack crit for over 1 million damage. Okay. That's what we like to see. And now here Vegeta's up with us at 3.5. Okay, so he gets dodged. Okay. I mean, I'm much happier for him to dodge Vegeta than I am for him to dodge Goku, to be fair. So I'm okay with that. Oh, and he's going to dodge Zamasu as well. Okay. Just says no now. Here at the end. Okay, yeah, this is a good turn. We won't need to use an item here. In fact, we are very close to getting another Dokkan attack. So, in fact, let me give you that. And then we'll get all the reds for Vegito Blue. Because I'm pretty sure, actually, Goku can't dodge the Dokkan attack. So, because we're going to pick up a ton of same-type orbs next turn, if we get the Dokkan attack with Goku, then it's just GG. It's goodbye Goku event. So... because yeah, this last turn this last couple of turns he's managed to dodge us a few times, which has kept it dragging on a little bit longer, but he's only delaying the inevitable. In fact, Vegito Blue is going to do a pretty decent amount of damage here, I would think. So we are easily a lock for next turn. We might not be able to get the Dokkan attack. It is a little bit further away than I thought, but I think it's not going to matter at this point. Yeah. Yeah, as long as he doesn't dodge Goku. Although, maybe Vegito Blue, he's at 2.5 mil. He could finish it off here if he gets a crit. Oh, no crit. So, we got close, but no crit. But yeah, this is it. GG. Because Goku's defense is so high. We didn't get the same type orbs, though, which is a bit disappointing. Would it be better to put Vegeta first, then? I mean, his defense is going to be insanely high, like, even if we get supered, so yeah, why not? And then there we go. We came so close to the Dokkan attack, but it's not going to be needed. Vegeta with his type disadvantage, 3 million attack stat, God, final flash. Come on, crit for good measure. Nope, but no crit was needed, so... there you go. That is the Realm of Gods run done on the Legendary Goku event. As you can see, even like the biggest amounts of damage we ever took was 250,000 from a super attack. And even though we got sort of close that one turn, even with all those attacks, he just could never beat us in one turn, which was pretty awesome. So, let's go ahead and get our 5 stones and 5 tickets. And then, as we've done on each other part, let's jump in quickly and use them. So far, this is the third one that I've recorded, and we have not pulled a single SSR. So, let's see if we can break that streak today. So, who have we got this time? We've got Goku. Okay, so still no combo. We are going Super Saiyan at least. So, there is a chance. 3? Okay, so still no guarantee. What are we going to get? Can we finally get an SSR and not more white hot face-off Gokus? I feel like it's the same ones we're getting every single time. Well, there you go. So 3 strikes so far, no SSR pulled. Let me know down below, have you actually pulled any SSRs with your tickets? What stages have you done? Again, let me know in the comments if there's a specific stage you want to see next. I did see the comments on the last one. Someone said to do transformation boost. I'd already recorded this one, had this one in the books, so I will get onto that one next. So there you go. So let me know what you guys think down below. That is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.